Today's episode is called Grow or Die. What does that mean, Anthony?
Exactly what it sounds like.
I
If you're not
think
growing, you're dying.
if you're not growing, you're dying. I think a lot of people, this ebbs and flows in business, but you gotta. I think we started Hive Mind. We had a big growth period, and then we've been kind of dying out. But we've grown in other areas because we focus on other areas.
Massively grew in other areas. Yeah. So the idea was never to build the world's biggest CRM company. It was to build a network of land.
On GHL.
Yeah. Of people out there that are deal mining for us, right? So we didn't build a real estate company. We built a marketing engine.
Yeah.
And that's something that, mission accomplished, I think, right?
Absolutely. It's been hard. That was the all in all goal. So even if Hive Mind dwindled or faltered a little bit, the all in all goal was building those are entries in the marketplace. I think that was a good pivot for us. But I think you gotta reinvest in your business. It can die in the first 2-3 years very easily, for everybody that starts done a startup. I think let's talk about this. This is a good point. How many startups have you done, Anthony?
Maybe 30 to 40.
30 to 40 startups. I'm at like 3 or 4, but you only need one to be right.
You only got to be right once in business.
You only got to be right once. So I think it's one of those things where sometimes it's good to let things die.
Yeah, no, I think if knowing what I know now, I would have started with the end result in mind.
Yeah.
And I think right now capital raising is really the only end game that I could see for any business.
Yep.
So if you're starting a real estate company, if you're starting, like I want to start a LASIK clinic, right? So start doing like laser and skincare and anti-aging, reverse aging stuff. It's like, if I open that business, now there's a 0% possibility for failure for that company. Because now I'm going to think about it from a standpoint of raising capital instead of like, I'm going to sell enough laser appointments to pay for the mortgage, for the business, for insurance, for all the equipment. That's a very slow turnaround. That's like buying a rental and trying to wait for your profit to come back, right? Or wait for appreciation. So I'm gonna come at it from a capital raising standpoint. Hey, this business costs $100,000 a year to operate. That means this business needs 1.1 million to survive. And I'll just math out the years, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. It's gonna 100% chance that it's gonna be successful because I'm not gonna let it fall. I'm just gonna math it. I'm gonna math it out. How many ranches are gonna take to keep this business alive, and I'm gonna run it. So I think that's what I've learned in all my mistakes throughout all my careers is I wouldn't have thought about it as the business making money and making profit and then me immediately reinvesting it back into that same business and grow it that way. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'd rather find something with a bigger concept that requires a very large, substantial raise. And then I'd concentrate my efforts and energy into that one space.
Here's my 2 cents on this. I think high value products yield to faster results.
You gotta sell expensive stuff. If you sell $10 million stuffs and you just make a little spread on it, there's probably a lot of spread in that $10 million sale.
Yep.
So that's what I think where we're headed with these ranches is we appreciate any size deal, whether it's 10 or 20 acres. I mean, we buy a mobile home on 1 acre. We're buying it today. But if you're thinking in terms of, hey, I want to start aiming at $5 and $10 million lots and $15 million lots, it doesn't take that many of those. Like even if you only did one of those a year, your career is going like substantially well. Like it's amazing.
Yeah. I after all my stuff with trucking, I was kind of limited to what I could do based off of equipment, which is a terrible business. And
Very cash hungry business.
I think even the CRM stuff, it's a great business if you have intellectual property that you can protect. But other than that, you're still selling $99 subscription.
Right, so we had the Hive Mind concept idea in December. We launched in February.
Mm-hmm.
So we chose a white label, not because we wanted to like be the number one. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we wanted to launch immediately. And if you know me and Daniel pretty well, we execute pretty quickly when we find something that we're going to perform on. And this was it. This was one of those situations where we were kind of first to market with a white labeled GHL service called Hive Mind. And the only idea was to build a marketing engine in the brand, and it worked. I mean, it worked amazingly well. And it's like there's nothing that can undo what's been done now.
Yeah.
I feel like we're a household name in the land space.
Yep.
And we're doing tremendous things, and it's getting better. So I think that's another thing too. Is not maybe we're not the front runners in land space. I don't know who's doing more deals and all that kind of stuff. But we're always growing and we're always learning. Yeah.
We're players now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah. Now we got a little bit of oil, that we're looking at on one of our ranches that we bought. So like, is it going to come to fruition? Who knows? Who cares? I'm glad to be in the position to be playing at that level anyway.
Yep. It's a crazy thing, man. It's a crazy thing. It's a domino effect. So I think that first to market thing kind of hacked the system a little bit, and then differentiating yourself in whatever way you can, and then finding something that is expensive to sell is I always think the key points if you're going to grow or die. And that's just how it goes. But Some things are meant to die, and that's okay. And you got to be okay with that. And you got to come to the realization that it's okay to let it die. Sometimes it's people, relationships, they fade. Family, it's deals.
I think if you want to go further in business, you need to prune your personal life. You need to get rid of family and friends that don't serve you, that don't help you, that don't help you grow, at least temporarily. Because if that's your excuse for not being successful and that's what's holding you back, that's like one of the easiest things you could do. Like, hey, if you have a falling out, or you don't talk to this sister or this cousin or this mother who is abusive to you, getting away from that person temporarily while you improve yourself would help a lot. And then, as things get better for you, maybe then you could decide to let that person back in or not. But temporarily cut off of people, that's a good way to. That'll kill your business quick if you have people in your life that are trying to drain your battery, because entrepreneurship is already
draining,
super draining. So you better, you can't also have people around you that are trying to steal from you, energetically.
Energetically, it's important. I don't know. It's a very interesting space. Grow or die. See you next time. Thanks, guys.
Like, subscribe, check this out, share it with a friend. See you guys soon. Thank you.
Hey, if you have any deals you'd like to submit to the Hive Mind and our team, go to hivebc.io. That's actually the Hive Buyers Club. Submit your deals and we can hopefully dispel your deal for you. Have a great day.